I killed a man in self-defense. I can still hear that night. I was half asleep on the couch while Tyler played his DS. Around 11:30, I heard it, the back door handle rattling. At first I thought it was the wind. Then came the sharp snap of the door frame giving way. Tyler looked up, eyes wide. "Is that Mom?" he whispered. I shook my head, panic curling in my stomach. Heavy boots hit the kitchen floor. Drawers yanked open. Silverware clattered. I knew we didn't have time to think. That's when I remembered the pistol. Mom had kept it hidden under her bed. My fingers fumbled across the floor until they touched the cold metal. My hands shook as I pulled it out and checked it instinctively. The safety was on. The magazine in. Clutching the gun, I grabbed Tyler's hand and ran to the bathroom, the only room with a proper lock. I shoved the door closed behind us and pressed my back against the tub. Tyler buried his face into my shoulder, trembling. Then I heard it. "Deanne." The voice was low, drawn out, almost mocking. He knew her name. "Deanne, you can't hide from me forever," the man crooned. Footsteps moving slowly down the hall. Tyler whispered, voice cracking. "He's gonna get us." The knob rattled. He tried to turn it. "Come on, Diane. Don't make me do this the hard way," he hissed. Pressed myself tighter against the wall, gun raised. My fingers tightened around the grip. He shoved the door just enough to make it creak. Tyler let out a whimper. "Shh. Stay quiet," I whispered, trying to steady my own shaking. The man's boots scraped against the tile. Another push. The door rattled violently this time. "I know you're in there, Diane. Don't make me force it," he growled. Tyler squeezed my arm. "I don't want to die." The knob twisted again, harder. The door cracked more. My heart was pounding so loud I could barely think. Another push. He was forcing the door open just inches at a time. "Open up, Diane! Come on!" "It's me," he said, his voice low, manic. Tyler sobbed into my shoulder. I leaned down and whispered, "I've got this. I won't let him hurt you." The next shove splintered the wood. A shadow stretched across the bathroom floor. I raised the pistol, aiming at the figure just outside the doorway. I pulled the trigger. The blast rang through the small bathroom. The man jerked back violently, hitting the hallway wall. Blood spread across his shirt, a strangled shout escaping his lips. Tyler screamed, but I held the gun steady. I fired again, and he collapsed fully, knife clattering onto the tile. The silence afterward was suffocating. Tyler sobbed in the corner, staring at me like I had become someone he didn't know. My hands were slick with sweat. Shaking so badly, the gun slipped slightly from my grip. When the cops arrived, they said I acted to protect my brother. Self-defense. No charges. Case closed. But it wasn't over. A week later, Mom told me who he really was. He wasn't some random burglar. He was a man she'd gone on one date with. When she told him she wasn't interested, he wouldn't stop texting her. She blocked him, thinking that would be the end. It wasn't. He had been watching her, following her, waiting. That night, he hadn't come for money. He came for her. I know I saved Tyler, maybe even my mom. But every time I close my eyes, I still hear him outside the bathroom door, dragging her name out like a curse. Deanne. No matter how many times people tell me I had no choice, I'll always feel the blood on my hands.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah.